This is a famous verse. This is Hosea 4, verse 6. Here, let me highlight it in purple. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject you, that you shall be no priest to me. Seeing you have forgotten the law of your God, I will also forget thy children. This is the message to the people. And let me just scroll down here. You can read this chapter on your own. But Ephraim is joined to idols, let him alone. Now, when the Bible is talking of Ephraim, it's talking about the son of Joseph, and it's talking about Africa. So my people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject you. So our biggest problem is this, the lack of knowledge. So here in the dictionary, the word knowledge is here, to know the ledge. So this is about knowing something, but in particular, Hosea is talking about the profit of knowing God, as opposed to the profit of having material possessions, awareness of God, to be familiar with God, intercourse with God, information, intelligence, noticing, acknowledging. This is recognizing. This is what it's talking about. And what people don't have is awareness or consciousness. So we're not conscious of our own consciousness. And this is the problem. So there's so many ways to know God, and I believe like this is one way that I have figured that the lost Bantu book of the Black Jews of Africa, when the Bible is talking about my people, I understand that to be Bantu people. If you want to understand, if you already know why it's Bantu and not anything else, Bantu is Hebrew. If you already want to know why, I I would say Bantu instead of anything. It's in this book. This one is a free book, so you can just say hi, and then I'll send it to the details below in the link. But what's happening is that the people don't know their authority. And this is a definition of authority. So, to book or quotation that settles an argument, invention, advice, opinion, influence, command, auctor, master, leader, author. So, it's actually an author. This is the real definition. And the author being the authentic. So the authentic knowledge of God is missing. So what happens at the end of the day is now we don't know. So we don't know this. We don't know our covenants. And this is the whole reason why I put out this book. This is the whole reason I wrote it. So that we can actually authorize the convenient convention and covenants that God has already given us, the agreements to do or not to do a particular thing. So this is important because once you don't do this, then God is just basically saying that you have not been aware of me, so I will not be in agreement with you. I will not do the promises. I will not do what I have expressed or implied. So once you know the actual truth or the knowledge, because the truth is what sets us free, then you're able to use these agreements to do whatever you have authority to do on this earth. So if you feel like maybe you don't have the amount of things you want or the spiritual connection you need or anything like that, it's because you don't use the authority that you already have, which is a lack of knowledge on your part. So the thing about it is that this just works according to this word, which is principles, right? So it works according to principles, which are precepts. So to whom shall we teach knowledge, right? So this is the first thing, the principle. So these principles give you these priestly, princely, kingly powers fundamental assumptions or guiding beliefs. Principle, a rule used to choose among solutions to a problem. So if you're having problems, you don't know what to do, it's because you don't know your authority. It's because you can't authorize that. You don't have the ability to author or to write. WRIT or RIGH, but the kingdom of God uses righteousness. So once you have knowledge, which is all around us, but the problem is we don't have the right knowledge. So, fundamental essence, this is what it's about, to know the essence of who you are so that you can get the substance of what you need. So, if you're lacking anything, it's because of the covenants, it's because you don't know what your power really is. Jars of clay with treasures, the earthen vessels. So, in this whole video, just the one thing I'm just trying to say, like they always say, if you want to hide anything from anyone, put it in a book. So don't let that be you, because by doing this, you're not going to be able to authorize the power that is inside of you. So if you want to establish, fix, or impress God for that matter, or to equip yourself with knowledge, because my people perish from a lack of knowledge. I just felt like reading this one more time. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject you. That you shall be no priest to me. So this is where priest, king, and all of that is coming through those principles, through not knowing or being aware of the principles. Seeing you have forgotten the law of your God, I will also forget thy children, the Bantu children. So get knowledge, and in all you're getting, get understanding.